Hi, welcome to an NX12 video tutorial. You might remember I did a long time ago a video about putting those images into NX and all the other programs. Now I want to show you how to model some parts. I will begin with that fender here, and if you take a closer look from all sides, it fits quite nice. From above as well, and from the front again quite nice. In order to get it exactly to the image, I would need many more photos and images of that car. So it's all about the method, and I want to show you how to do this with 3D splines. So let's have fun with Siemens NX12. So how to create those 3D curves. You can use 2D sketches and go for combined projections to get those 3D curves. In this video I want to use 3D splines. So I'm on the YZ plane. I go for Studio Spline. And I want to use through points, and that's the most important thing here, those options. Right now I'm in this plane, which means I'm on the YZ plane. So see, both those are here selected. Let's begin to draw, and I've used a degree of 2, because if you use a higher degree it becomes very hard to control those splines. So let's start with this one here. Let's start here with that one. Go here, go there, and up to this point here. Go for OK. And now I want to change the view, because I have to move it at least a little bit in that direction. So let's zoom in and view normal and zoom in. Now I want to make a copy of this one. It's a non-associative copy, and move it to this position. So just select it, right click, go for move object, go for dynamic, copy the original, because if you want to move the original that won't work. So go for copy original, and sadly it's non-associative, but that doesn't really matter. So let's move it in this direction. And I move it up to this point, so at least one point is already almost there here. And go for OK. Now I have to adjust it. How to adjust it? Just double click on this one. And now I'm on the... which plane? That's the... let's take a look. That's the YZ plane. So drawing plane should be the same as the movement plane. Now I want to move those points only in that direction. Therefore I select, if you go here you could move it, but that would move the points in this direction and in that direction and that direction, then in 4 directions. I want to restrict it. I want to restrict the movement to only one direction, in this direction. So just click here, and if you select a point you will get that working coordinate system like feature like this, and now I can move it just in that direction. So this should be about this position. Go for the next point, move this one, and that one. And you only need 2 views to make that curve work. So I went for the top view and the side view. That's okay. Let's zoom in a little bit more. So I can adjust it a little bit better. Make sure that the curvature goes only in one direction. Like this, and this should be moved a little bit over here. So I can drag it in that direction as well, like this, and maybe a little bit up. Like that. And okay. So if I check it, it should align here, at least in this direction, and from that point of view as well. It might not necessarily be aligned with this view, but it's almost there. See, it's too short, but those pictures are not really one-to-one the same scale. Almost the same scale, but probably not the same scale. Okay, so that's my first curve. So let's go to the side view. And I want to draw those curves here. You could go for arcs, but splines are more flexible. So I know this should be an arc, but I will do it with splines. So go for Studio Spline. Make sure you're on the right plane, which means I'm on the X direction. X is normal, so switch here to X as well. And let's draw some splines here. Let's start here and adjust it so it looks maybe like that. That's okay. And apply. And I want to do a second one. Start here, maybe go there. Like that. This should be adjusted a little bit, maybe like this. And okay. Now how to get those two over here? I will use therefore, in order to get those over here, I want to use a line, spline, a line or a spline. Let's go for a line in this case. So let's take the front view. In order to make it a little bit easier on the eyes, I want to hide that view here. Now let's move those, and maybe first I should draw the line, of course. So go for the 3D line. Make sure you're on the right plane. So in this case it's the YC, yes, that's okay. YC is normal to the X and Z plane. So let's go for the start point, which should be somewhere over here. And draw that line like this. Confirm. Now I want to move those onto that line. So let's first move one, and I will get a copy. Move that object. Move it over here. Maybe like this. And okay. And maybe, just maybe, you could change those colors. So go here and make this a different color. Make this, for example, that magenta color so it's easier to see, and make it maybe a little bit wider. Okay, how to get this one onto that line? Okay, let's double click that spline here. So I've got YC, that's okay, but I want to move those points along a vector, and that vector would be this one. And now I should be able to snap them without using the orientation tool, because they're limited to that direction. So that would be this direction, okay? So let's go to this point, and I can move it only in that direction, and it will snap onto that line. That's great. Same here with this one. Move that one over here, this one over here, and the last one onto that line as well. That's great. And confirm. Let's take a look. Yeah. Now for the second one, I should maybe hide this one in order to get the second one onto that one. So let's go for a hide and make a copy of the smaller one, this one. Go for move object and no. So let's move it over here, maybe like that, and okay. Now double click, and again YC, go for a vector, yes, and the vector would be this one. Now move it onto that line, line, and line, like this, and okay. So where is it? Yeah, it's hidden, the second one. So go for show hide. No, go for show, and I want to show this one here, that one. Okay. Great. So let's add 2 more lines here. So go for a line from this point here to that point, apply, and another one, or you can go for a spline as well, but I want to go for a straight line in this case, like that, and okay. So I will need those 2 curves, and of course this one here. Let's go for those 2. Let's go for the side view. And let's use another spline. Make sure you're on the right direction or plane. Right now I'm on the X direction, that's okay, X direction, that's okay, and I go for WCS. And let's start here and snap onto that point. And then in this view you're on that point. Let's go here and maybe add just another one and apply. Then I want to start at that endpoint and go in that direction up to this point here. And okay, Now I want to undo that and use their spline as well. Let's go for spline from this point here to that point. Okay. Now I don't want there a break in the tangency, so I want to make this one tangent to that one. Therefore I select point 1 and go for tangency. The tangent would be this one, but it's already recognized. But I can change that magnitude. I want to go, let's say, for 50. And okay. Nice. Then let's add another spline here from this point to that point here. And this one should be, of course, tangent to that second spline. That's okay, and confirm. I will need this one as well, so let's go for a spline here, which should start, it's always the same drawing plane and movement plane, so it should start here, of course, and there's some sort of, it's not, it doesn't look like this, it goes like this from the top view. So I will add 2 points just in case, and then go here, and that would be nice if it went G1 to the next one. So let's check this one, continuity type, tangency, but not to this one. So let's go for that as tangency direction and change the magnitude to maybe here 50. Let's take a look. So this doesn't work. Let's cancel this, and I should have, what's there? There already 1. Yeah, because it's the other one in the background. Yeah. So it would be wise to hide those, because you would snap on them. So, okay. Let's try once more. Let's go for the studio spline, which starts here. Maybe go 1 point here, 1 point there. And let's select that endpoint here. Or start point, yes. And this could be, of course, tangency to that spline. That's the point. Let's apply this. Or let's go for OK and edit this one. So in point 4, I want to have tangency to this line, of course. That would be the tangent. Okay, that's more like it should be. And let's go for 50. And OK. But maybe I don't need here tangency because I need an edge here. So it might be not a good idea to do it here with tangency. So I can switch off the tangency, go for none, because I need an edge here, and same here. Go for none. It should be not tangent in that direction. No, I don't want tangency there. Okay. Now how to get those into the correct position. Same procedure as before. Let's take a look which one is the best view. If I go here and take a look from above, yeah, from the front it's yeah, it's just one curve. From the top it's sort of, yeah, going like this and then going like that. So I will use this view. And no, that's not good. Let's go for this view, yes. Okay, I need a copy of this one. So select it, go right click, go for move object, and just move it maybe here to this area, and okay. Then double click, and I want to go for a direction, and this time it's hard to see. That's the X direction, yes, that's okay. And I want to limit it to a vector, and that would be this direction. Now let's see if we can snap it here, would be great, yes. This one should go over here. That one should go over there. And this one should go here. And you see those images are not as good as they could be, so I want to go with this one to that point here. That would be nice if I can go there like this. And let's adjust this a little bit. It might be not the correct one, but like that. Let's take a look from above. Yeah, so I could adjust this or I could adjust that. In this case I want to make it a little bit faster, so I will leave it like that. Let's go back to the top view, and now those two splines and that one, how to get them to the correct position. So that view or this view. Maybe that view would be the better one. So go for this, and I want to move the small one. If that's the small one, this should be the small one. So go for move object and move it over here. Maybe, yeah, it should be somewhere over here. Okay. And this point might be on this one, and then it should go in that direction somehow. Let's go here, and that would be which plane? That's X direction, X direction. Let's go for a vector. That would be the vector. And move this one over here. That one maybe here. And this one should touch there. So that doesn't look too good. So maybe make it like that. Maybe. And okay. Let's take a look. Yeah, looks okay. Yeah, looks okay. And now the second one. Let's go for, that would be this one, I suppose. And for move it over here. Okay. Now let's adjust this one. X, yes, that's okay. Vector would be that one. And let's move this point onto that one. Nice. Adjust this. Don't snap on that. Move it over here. Might look something like that. You see, it's a whole lot of work to adjust these splines. Let's take a look. This has to go. It should snap on. Yeah, it should snap there. So, and that would be, of course, this one because it goes down. So it might be like that. And no, that's too much. Yeah, maybe like this. Maybe. Okay. Let's take a look. Now I could try to move that one with a copy and that one with a copy. I just could do lines here because it's faster. So I want to go for lines. I want to use a line from this point to that point here. Apply, and another one from this one to that one. And okay. Let's take a look at these two lines. So let's go for this view. That's okay. And it should be tangent. Let's check it. This one should be tangent here. It's still tangent. Yes, it is. Okay. Now let's hide those images. And hide those as well. And I want to make a surface here. That could be a fill. It should be, yeah, let's go for a fill surface. So go for surface fill, and I want to fill this one here. And okay. Now let's deactivate the true shading. Let's try and do that surface here with one command, and therefore I want to use that n-sided surface. It might work. If it does, great. If not, I have to use a different approach. So let's select single curve, yeah, this curve, that curve, this one takes a while, okay, this one, and that one here, and that small one here. Yeah, that's kind of pointy here, but I will leave it like that. You have to change the curvature there. It's just an exercise after all. Let's go for okay. What do we have more? If I go for triangular, no. Trim, that's okay. And you would have to change that tangency a little bit and to adjust those points a little bit. Let's go for the shape control. Let's see, it's okay. Settings, trim to boundary. And okay. And yeah, you would have to adjust those two curves to get this a little bit better. Now I want to sew those two surfaces. Go for OK. Hide the curves and let's try to make a fillet here. So go for an edge blend on this edge here. Maybe 30 millimeters. No, not 30, but 20. That should look okay. And confirm. And I will leave it like that, because the video is already very, very long. So hope this was helpful. Hope you enjoyed it. If you liked it, please give it a like or leave a comment. If you want to see more, please give it a like or leave a comment. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel. Please subscribe to my Facebook fan page. I want to get more likes and subscriptions over there as well. Thanks for watching. See you to the next one. Bye bye.